This problem looks easy, but it really isn't because there's lots of places to mess up. So the question is asking us what is the KSP for a solid given the solubility. And the trick here comes in many different ways. So the first one is to make sure that when you write out the equation, you balance it, please. And then you might jump to the gun saying, well, the KSP is just the concentrations of the products. Of course, I'm going to add the power of 2 and the power of 3 because that's a coefficient. And then I'll just throw in x for all of that. But that's not right. You shouldn't. Because you have to consider how they change by their coefficients as well. They change by the 3x and the 2x. So that instead of just putting it to a power of 2, it's also 2x and it's also 3x. Okay, it's very frustrating how they do that, but yes, that's the kind of game they like to play. Sometimes chemistry is like a joker. Okay, now we don't need grams, we need moles per liter for the concentration to throw it into our KSP. So we have to convert the grams to moles, and we will have to find the molar mass of magnesium phosphate, making sure to multiply magnesium by 3, phosphate by 2, and that number of moles, which I've pre-calculated. So it's going to be, okay, so N is equal to mass divided by molar mass, and we have the mass, and the molar mass divided is going to give us a number of moles that's very small. So this is a number of moles and also number of moles per liter because it says it's by 1 liter. So then that is our X. Okay, that is solubility, molar solubility, that is X. Then we can throw our X into the K, but, okay, this is algebra, fun times. It would be a waste of time to throw X in here, which is something that I confess that I have tried to do and failed. So don't do that. Just simplify it first. Okay, 3 to the power of 3 is 27, of course. 27, and then that will give us another x3, so 27 times 4 is 108, and then exponent laws plus the powers. So this will be our KSP, and then this makes everything so much easier when you can just put in your X. Assuming my iPad doesn't freeze. Okay. Just put in your X in here, and then you add a power of 5. And lastly, multiply by 108. It is so much more simple. Okay, now we punch it into a calculator to the power of 5, and that will give us a KSP of 5.2 times 10 to a negative 24. And there you go. Be very careful when you get to this question, especially this part. Don't forget the 3x, the 2x,